Hi, this is Veronica Fernmoss with veronicafernmoss.com. And this week has been a doozy for me. So it was obvious to me that what I was going to blog about, what I was going to post about was how to navigate during a really hard time, because that's what I've been experiencing. What's kind of cool though is that, two things. One, I don't know if it's cool or not, but it just is the way it is. That I just want to say that no matter how awesome your life is, it doesn't mean that you don't get challenges. At least that's my experience. I feel like I have an epically amazing life, that I live in the Temple of Yum. I have amazing friends. I am healthy. I just have a really, really good life. And I consider myself to be a pretty conscious person. But it doesn't mean that I don't get any challenges. Of course I get challenges. I'm still evolving and growing just like the next person. The cool part is that I have the awareness that that's what's going on, so I don't get lost for too long, at least, in the times that are challenging. So today what I want to do is share with you what I do, my process when I'm going through it, because I'm going through it right now, so it's really fresh, what I do, and may it be of service to you. Whatever I say that resonates with you, I'm grateful that I was able to help you. And if something doesn't resonate, sounds way too woo-woo, like, oh, that is too much hippie talk, girl, I cannot follow you there, you gotta, come way back. Anyway, just let that go. Just, you don't need to believe anything. To me, it's all about experience. So this is what I'm experiencing. This is what I want to share with you. Here it goes. All right, so last week I was in a super expansive place, and then something happened that shut me down so hard. Oh my. And I was like, whoa, that was a contrast. I'm not feeling so good in this constricted place. I desire to be in a more spacious feeling. And meanwhile, I'm getting all these things that are like pushing my buttons. And I'm like going, fear. I'm shutting down. So then my tools, my automatic upgrade systems kind of kick into place. Beep, 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 beep. My awareness gets a little bit more aware. And I start looking at the situation and feeling how I have that very basic choice. That basic choice in every moment is amplified right now. And what that basic choice is am I going to choose the path of fear, contraction, constriction, sad stories, not so fun? Or am I going to choose the path of love, which is the path where my heart opens more, I'm more spacious, I'm actually able to hold expansively more love, more possibilities. And that's precisely what this situation that has arisen is perfectly set up for. And I feel like that's often the case. It's always the case. Love or fear, love or fear, love or fear. So obviously, I got to choose the the path of love, right? Not the path of fear. So how do I do that? Well, first, I drink a lot of water and I meditate. And that is a super helpful foundational tool that I have cultivated for a long time. So I'm going to throw in a little commercial for meditation. If you have a meditation practice, awesome. It will serve you so well. Even if it's not easy, it's so worth the investment that I'm please stick with it. If you don't have a meditation practice, I cannot encourage you more highly than to get a solid meditation practice. It's a life skill that you're not going to learn in regular education. You got to figure it out for yourself. Maybe things will change, and let's just say things are changing, and future generations will learn this from birth. But right now, you got to figure it out yourself. But there are lots of meditation support out there, so find it, get on it. That's where I start, is meditation. So I can clear my mind. That's what meditation is about being able to get below the surface. Like, my life might feel like it's all choppy water on top, but when I meditate, I get under the surface and I can feel the clarity, I can feel the calmness. So I connect with that calm, loving, eternal place within myself. So I go to my safe place way deep inside, and that is a really important skill to have. So I go there. From that place, I'm able to ask myself, do I want to expand or contract? Because that's what it is. When I confront the situation or become aware of the situation, I am aware that my body physically shuts down. I can feel this tightness, especially all along here. Sometimes it's so intense, I feel like I'm going to throw up. Not pretty, not fun. Okay, I'm aware that my body's having those sensations. So now what I want to do is open myself, using all my tools. So physicality, breathing. Again, these are foundational skills that are in my toolbox that now I'm pulling out, right? So I use my breath, and I go for a lot of long walks and runs and, yoga sessions and whatnot, to get connected with my body and be able to create enough space so that that tension in my body that I associate with this situation can disassociate. And the way I do that is I go into that fear energy place in my body that where I feel super contracted, and I breathe into it, and I feel into the feelings and the stories that my mind is creating around them, right? And I just let those stories kind of play, or allow that feeling I feel those feelings, those contractions, and I make sure to not get them intermeshed. So I'm just aware. I'm just being aware of what I'm seeing. I'm not getting hooked in there. So that creates a lot more spacious feeling within myself, and that is a great place to start. So that's step one, is creating spaciousness within your body. So you're getting in touch with the container, basically, because what we're going to do is alchemy. That's why I call this blog Awareness and Alchemy. Because first you get the awareness, and then that awareness leads you to, it's time to do some alchemy. So this is how I do my alchemy. First, I do the thing I just shared with you to create the container. Because in alchemy, and thank you to Christina Morassi for reminding me about the alchemy, which requires three things: a container, a substance to be alchemized or transmuted, and energy with which to transmute the substance. So the first thing I did was connect with the container, which is me. I'm the container. And actually I connected with the substance that is being called forth, is being shown, is being put to light, that wants to be transmuted, right? So that is that fear, that contraction, all those sad stories that are like stuck in my body and my energy system, that I contract around. So that's the substance to be transmuted. And the energy with which to transmute the substance is my love, my awareness and my love. And my awareness brings me to knowing more deeply of the love that I am capable of. So I have no doubt at all that I have the capacity to open to enough love to transmute this, because I've done it a lot of times before. So I feel into that energy, that fear, that contracted place, and I sit with it and I create the space and let the feelings be felt. But I don't entangle the two. And then I add my love. And one of the easiest ways for me to access my love is through gratitude. So I go to that place of deep, deep gratitude and feel myself soften and feel myself open and feel myself trust that my life is amazing. I am so blessed. I have this incredibly beautiful, epic life filled with amazing, beautiful, talented, incredible, playful community and beloveds and anumkara and friends. And so I do feel very blessed that it's very easy for me to go to gratitude because I do have a really amazing life. And I can also, or I choose to also tap into the trajectory of where I know my heart calls me to. What are the stories that make my heart sing? And what is the energy that makes my heart, my whole being just sing and open and feel more love? So I feel into that. That's the clarity that I shared before in the last video. So I feel my love entering the contracted place, the fear place, and I breathe in love, breathe out fear, breathe in spaciousness, breathe out contraction, breathe in trust, breathe out fear, worry, anything that is different, that is opposite of trust. So that's how I do it. And I do it over and over. It's a rinse and repeat process. It's not like, I do it once, then bam. I mean, maybe for a smaller thing, I could do that. It would be a quicker, okay, I could do this one time and then that issue is resolved. Some issues, all issues take different amount of time. The whole point is that you just stick to it. You just continue this practice until you move through it. And if it involves other people, if the situation involves other people, then the whole communication piece comes in as well, and that's another blog post. So there you have it. There is how I practice navigating through that roller coastery when your life feels like it's in turmoil, when there's like a lot of fear coming at you and you're just going, ah! I hope it helps. Take what serves you, leave the rest behind, and blessings for your evolution. And may I be of service to you. May this be of service to you, and may we all evolve individually and collectively to create the beautiful, joyful, thriving world we all know is in our hearts. Blessings. This is Veronica Fernmoss with VeronicaFernmoss.com.